You don't got any more of them power-ups? Oh, okay. Nintendo presents Metroid 3. I guess back when they still decided to use numbers for them. Super Metroid! Welcome to Super Metroid, in case you couldn't tell by the title. I'm gonna be trying this out, because I haven't done it yet.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
But for how long? Dun dun dun! I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirates, space pirate leader Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. And now they've decided that the leader is Ridley for some reason. Even Zero Mission acts like Ridley is more of the leader than Mother Brain. I next fought the Metroids on their home world, SR-388. I completely eradicated them, except for a larva, which after hatching, followed me like a confused child. The baby, the baby, the baby. Sorry, had to. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres, so scientists could study its energy producing qualities. You mean its energy sucking qualities? The scientists' findings were astonishing. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. I took all that time eradicating every Metroid so that it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands, and then I immediately give the last one to people. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. But then everything changed when the space pirates attacked. Space Colony. Because that's what we're going to call it, just the Space Colony. Do you need any other name? Of course not. I'm not going to call it Ceres or anything. Yeah, that's fantastic. I really couldn't care less about that alert. But thanks for telling me. Just some stupid thing telling me. Informing me about something. Don't worry about it. Oh, it was just telling me that Ceres is under attack and that all the humans are probably dead. It's nothing. Welp, all the humans are dead. Also, do I see blood? I think I see a little bit of blood on them. I definitely see some red that doesn't just look like their hair. Just saying. Just saying. Alright. That was the button I chose. Ouch. Why would you do that? Take this. Yeah, this... a little hard to avoid his attacks. It is possible to actually beat him, technically, in that you can make him almost drop the Metroid jar, but that's very difficult to do. Mostly because of this small space here. I better get out of here. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for me, is it? Nope, I'd say it's going to be quite bad for me if I stick around here. I'm just gonna fast forward in select areas just to make it a little faster. Dang it. That Steam is not... You know, sometimes Steam is good, but sometimes Steam just bugs the crap out of me. Unfortunately, for some reason, that triggered a self-destruct sequence. No idea why that would be, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Crap. Okay. Sorry, I was just fixing the controls somewhat. Seems as though that would be counterproductive. Rigging the planet to self-destruct and all that. Nice atmosphere, though. Especially for its time. There we are. And it definitely does a good job making you feel kind of defenseless. You're in an alien world, everything just sounds so tense. You're in their world now. Whether you live or die is up to you. And it's completely isolated at this point in the game. It's just you and the little creatures that run away at your presence. Nothing else in sight. Of course, it's not going to stay like that for long. They even took the escape tunnel from the original. I hate sneezing fits, they just come out of nowhere. There must be something in my nose or something, I've got no idea why I have to sneeze all the freaking time. It's becoming a bit of a problem. You gotta do this precise. You know what, that was just an elevator. It really doesn't need any explanation, does it? Well, what do you know, the morph ball was exactly where you left it. I guess Samus meticulously put it back into its original place. Hey, what do you think you're doing up there, huh? What, you're trying to report on me? Is that a space pirate, alarm system? Because otherwise that wouldn't make any sense. I guess once the space pirates took over Zebes, they installed their own alarm system? That's the only thing that would make any sense to me. Select it and press the X button. In other words, do that. But there's no reason for me to go firing off the gun right now. However, there is a purpose over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, I really didn't need to count. All I had to do was just keep shooting until I ran out. You found a missile expansion pack! Good for you. Now you have as much as you did before. Except now you have the potential to get more. See, that potential is very important. I'm just skipping because a lot of this is filler, I'll admit. Huh. Actually pretty weak, aren't they? Dang it. Unfortunately, I'm pretty weak too. I love how they turn to face the camera. It's like they're breaking the fourth wall. The space pirates are aware of you. See? They're showing awareness of me. I think they're coming for me. They're gunning for me, man. There you go. For some reason, I thought you had to shoot missiles at them, but nope. They're weak. You just gotta shoot beams at them. Clearly, the photons are too much for them to handle. There you go. I shot that right up your chute, didn't I? There you go. You just can't get enough of having beams shot right up your exit tunnel, can you? I think they're just really into energy beams, I see. In case you haven't noticed, I'm no longer alone on this planet. The game is taking off the kitty gloves, and it is very much starting in earnest. Then again, it might be to my distinct advantage to go in there, because I do happen to know what's in there. Ah, forget this. There we go. There you go. Dang bugs. You can never predict exactly where they're going to keep falling into. It's quite annoying. This happens to be a station. A map station. Isn't that just amazing? Ah, no. Get out of here. About to say. Wasn't letting me escape the menu for a minute there. Would you cut it out? You unpredictable little weirdo. Take this. That's more like it. Now I just have to keep this up. Until the end of time, of course. Dang it. There you go. Oh, there's a save station over there. I can tell because it's on the map. Well, you made them they made it look distinguished, I'll give you that. It's almost like the Vita chambers from BioShock. Looks quite similar, actually. I wonder if there was some inspiration for that design. Oh, that was close. Those little weirdos, they look like horseshoe crabs or something. I can't really tell what they are supposed to be, but whatever they are, they look nasty. I happen to know that those creatures that crawl around like that, they look like a type of spider. A type of orb-weaving spider. They just happen to be full of spikes. Yeah, you know, right? Well, what do we have here? These ones are very good for supplying. As well as taking away. So I guess it's balanced in that regard. Kinda. Gonna make me waste all my missiles. How do you expect me to defend myself if something attacks me? Huh? For instance, right now. Here we go. The Chozo statues come to life. I noticed they haven't really done that in later Metroid games. Well, I mean, Metroid Prime sort of did that. They sort of did the concept of having something that's Chozo in nature attacking you, which in that case would be the corrupted ghosts, but... buddy, you're missing your head there. It's okay, I'll make sure the rest of you matches. That wasn't that interesting, huh? Now I have morph ball bombs. That ought to help me get out of tough situations. Yeah, this game is definitely a little quick about giving you your upgrades right away. Or at least some of them. I remember Metroid Fusion was more... It took a little bit longer. It wasn't quite so fast about giving you your stuff back. But then again, Metroid Fusion was going for a completely different tone. Metroid Fusion was trying to make you feel tense. Even more tense than this. This is just, well, you're in an alien world and you gotta deal with it. Metroid Fusion's tension is that you're not by yourself, but at the same time, you're completely outmatched. It's a bid for survival. Not just a, well, here's an alien planet, have nuts, go nuts. Why did I say have nuts? I meant go nuts. I'm guessing you don't even really need the missiles because... Nah, never mind, actually. I just contradicted myself because you need to go through the missile door just to get to the morph ball bomb, so obviously you do need missiles. But if it wasn't for that, you probably wouldn't even need missiles. Of course, can you imagine someone that they get the morph ball and then they immediately leave without getting the missiles? I mean, that would feel pretty embarrassing for them. Oh, great, these things again. They're even worse than in Zero Mission here, because they like to zip around on you. It's probably because they have that sloped surface. You got an energy tank! This is one case where I don't mind the upgrades being passed around like candy. There you go. I see these ones are tougher. They're gonna require missiles. Luckily, explosives are exactly what I've got. There you go, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why should I have to count? All you really have to do is just check your missile count. I know it's in here. Yep. That's what I figured. You can't go in there yet. It's blocked off. Can't you tell? These enemies are getting tougher. Oh, that one's just straight up invincible. Take this. There you go. There you go, pumpkin. Okay, so those green guys are, for at least the moment, the time being, with current equipment, they're immortal. So there's no way to actually do damage to them. Yeah, it should be obvious exactly what that elevator animation looks like. It doesn't really change at all. Here you go. May I please have some missiles? I could really use some missiles. Y'all got any more dim missiles? Y'all got any more dim missiles, man? Let's see. Unfortunately, this follows the original Metroid logic of having to use 5 missiles to get into a door, so there is quite a bit of an investment to get through places. Ah, there we go. No problem, right? There's probably an upgrade in here or something. Ah, or it's just a recharge station. No, it's a map station. You know what? A map is good too, right? Maps are good. Maps are how you find places. I guess it's sort of like Zelda in a way, where you actually have to work for it. You actually have to find... You have to take the time to find the map stations. Ah, okay. You also had to sort of take that time. Thankfully, though, once you get through it once you get through the missile door once, that's all you need. Because it stays open forever. It just turns into a blue door, which is very convenient. Crap, I forgot. What button you had to do to run. I remember you have to hold down a button to run. I just don't remember what. It was some button. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I thought it was this one. Clearly not. Alright, give me a sec. Okay, I figured it out, but unfortunately the gate is still closing too fast for me to get through it, so... Why the... I should probably quit doing that. All I'm doing is wasting all my missiles. Which are a valuable commodity here, due to the fact the doors take so many shots. However, that is enough for 3, so I should be good, at least for now. As long as I know how to ration them. Then again, maybe missiles aren't quite as valuable as I may think, considering you could very easily just shoot enemies in the area and get missiles back, so it's not like you can find yourself in an untenable position. You just have to take a little while. Like that. There you go. Yep. Unfortunately, this is one of these. The enemy also happens to be providing your light source, so if you want to be able to see where you're going, it might behoove you to keep them alive and just try to avoid them. You know? Ah, this is the recharge station. Missile reload completed. Although that was a waste of time. more or less. There you go. See, it just became a little bit darker. Every time you kill one of them, the room gets that much darker. And if you shoot too many of them, well, you're just going to be left in the dark there, aren't you? But not too bad. There you go, buddy. I'd hate to ask what exactly those flakes are that are falling down. You would think... I'm sure the intention, because it's a Japanese game, is to elicit the appearance of cherry blossoms, which is quite nice, but considering where we are, and it appears to be full of some kind of fungus creature, I would guess that's not as benevolent as you may think. And as you can see, that's the speed boost. You can run. I figured out the button how. However, that's not going to work. You actually have to have the proper speed boost to do some things. Just running isn't going to save you this time. Although there's probably very few reason you would ever not want to be running, so... You would think there would just be an auto run. Just, you know, tap it, and then... Just tap it once to run, and then tap it again to not run. I mean, heck, that's how old first-person shooters did it. They had an auto run option that you would just activate and deactivate with the caps lock. Personally, I think that's better. But hey, what do I know, right? Well, what I do know is that there's an upgrade right here. You got the charge beam! Yep, that's a thing here. Obviously. And unlike pretty much all the future... Oh, right. That's another thing that Super Metroid did differently. If you do the charge beam and then go into your Morph Ball mode, you drop a lot of Morph Ball bombs, which is really cool. It could probably help you out in a pinch. You know, if you're surrounded by enemies and whatnot. Also, I believe this is something that future Metroid games would also do. It serves as a sort of pseudo form of screw attack. Kinda. Oh yeah, I think you have to go to the upmost door. It works on that. I forgot, that's the... That would be for the power bomb, right? Yeah. If I remember correctly. Then again, I've just proven that I'm not remembering very well at all. Then again, maybe you don't even need the charge beam. Maybe it doesn't have any doors. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Come on. For crying out loud. Nice. I wonder what's in here. Oh, it's a save room. Well, save rooms are always nice too, right? That's how they help you retain your progress and whatnot. Take that, you little freak. You know what? You don't even really need to charge. You just need to keep shooting. Just tap it. Forget you. You know what? Give me some missiles back. Thanks, Pumpkin. Just one more? You're the best. You little freaks. It's probably a good thing that I got the missiles too. Those key hunters are very annoying. That's one thing that Metroid Fusion eased up on. They didn't have those guys come after you until much later. Probably for good reason, too. Yes, I remember this boss all too well. If I remember correctly, you just had to... You had to crouch down here, and that's how you more or less avoided taking damage of any kind. Ah, dang it. Well, there goes its vulnerability phase. Obviously, you gotta stay crouched, because you gotta be able to shoot those things, too. Those things will really lay into you if you let them. Okay, I damaged you a little. But I should probably pay attention. Come on. There you go. I think you can only shoot it once before it closes again. If I'm reading this correctly. This isn't annoying at all. Ah, dang it. I think it's more like you only have enough time to sink in one shot, no matter what. It's a little annoying. There. As long as I'm doing damage to it. Obviously, fast-forwarding would be dangerous here. Okay. Did that manage to do more damage to you? Come on. If it was for those spores, I could just fast-forward it. And people said later Metroid games had that problem with... Ah, crap. With bosses only... With you having to wait for the boss to be vulnerable, and you're basically just playing the waiting game a lot. This is especially true here, it seems. Or at least with this boss specifically. Ah, dang it. I didn't realize that I already had the missile selected. That's one difference between Super Metroid and later games. Super Metroid actually did toggle the missiles. Dang it. There we go! Oh, okay. I see. It's swinging around pretty aggressively now, isn't it? It's getting desperate. I sense some desperation here. Dang it. It's very difficult. It's getting tricky. This freak is, really trying me, isn't he? There we go. Finally killed him. There we go. And instead of disappearing, it makes a helpful little platform for me, doesn't it? I love how the music doesn't stop. That's just great, isn't it? You know what that music means? That's the "you're about to find something" music. Isn't it just great? Ooh, super missiles. Sweet. That's pretty fast. Like I said, it seems like you get upgrades faster in this game. There you go. I mean, I would be tempted to try out the super missiles, but you've already seen them. Oh, look! You only require one of them! Isn't that just a nice little gimmick there? Huh. Well, isn't that fun? Dang. Well, there goes another one of the super missiles. Oh well. I guess it was worth it just to kill that one guy. You gotta admit, it was pretty satisfying. I think this is where I gotta run, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly, though. Nice. Yeah, keep giving me those. You got any more of them power-ups? Oh, okay. I guess that's as much as I can get. I shouldn't be getting too greedy now. Don't get too greedy. There you go. All I gotta do is just spin into him. That's the perk of this. Ah, I was able to get another one. I thought it came with 3. I just didn't. I wasn't sure. Actually, I think it came with even more than that. But I just don't remember correctly. Yeah, once you go down there, you're not coming back. This is a one-way door. Unless you have the wave beam, of course, but you're not getting the wave beam for a while. The wave beam allows you to shoot through walls. You think they're just gonna give it to you? Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me so bad. This is where you gotta go. This is where you gotta run. Dang it. That probably wasn't the best idea. This, however, seems like a good idea. Now, obviously, if I wanted to use tricks, I could go up there and sequence break. But I feel like playing Super Metroid the normal way, you know? Maybe it's just me. Although, now I'm confused as to where the game actually wants me to go. That tube has given me a suggestion of where I need to go. Where to go next? Obviously, this is one way. This is a one-way trip. Because the other part of that door is closed, so... Well, this is quite a pickle I've gotten myself into, but unfortunately I'm all out of time, so I cannot... Oh, you just go down. Well, I found the solution, don't worry, it won't have to be a cliffhanger in that sense, but it will be a cliffhanger in the sense that I still have to leave. So, that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like energy recharging, and I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.